Chosen one, stop scrolling your screen right now. Do not swipe away from this important message. This is an urgent interception from the divine realm. The heavy exhaustion in your body is not just physical fatigue, but rather a spiritual alarm ringing loudly inside your tired soul. Heaven has been trying to get your attention for many long weeks. And because you have been so busy, every other sign has been completely ignored. You feel entirely unseen by the cold world around you. Your genuine kindness was taken for terrible weakness again and again. You poured your precious heart into people who left you feeling completely empty. And every time you tried to politely explain your deep pain, they simply turned their backs and walked away without a second thought. The quiet tears you shed in the dark were never wasted. The universe meticulously recorded every single one of those painful drops. Now, there is a massive shift happening right above your head. There is a very specific reason you were drawn to this video today. The random algorithm did not put this message in front of you by accident. This is a direct, undeniable alignment orchestrated by very high spiritual powers who watched closely how everyone pretended not to notice your absolute brilliance. They saw how the greedy world blindly walked past your immense value day after day. But heaven saw something entirely different when they looked at you. Listen very carefully to my voice as I reveal this truth. The hidden darkness is panicking right now because you are finally waking up to the reality of your immense power. The negative forces have tried absolutely everything to keep you in a state of deep confusion. They desperately wanted you to believe that you were ordinary and easily replaceable. That is the biggest lie the enemy has ever told you. You are a rare soul carrying an undeniable and terrifying power. Do you feel that strange tightness in your chest lately? Do you wake up at 3 in the morning with your mind racing uncontrollably while the rest of the world is peacefully sleeping? That is your spirit detecting a tremendous collision of spiritual timelines. Your physical body is reacting to the immense pressure of your impending breakthrough. You are standing right on the very edge of a magnificent revelation. Heaven is holding a massive secret about your true identity and purpose. This is a profound secret that the toxic people from your past could never possibly comprehend, no matter how hard they tried. They looked at you and only saw someone they could easily manipulate and drain. They never realized they were standing in the terrifying presence of a master of reality. And because of their blindness, their ignorance is about to become their greatest regret. Do not let your tired eyes leave this screen for even 1 second. If you click away now, you will lose the exact key you need to unlock this mystery. You will continue to wander through the cold shadows of self-doubt and endless frustration. The divine realm is handing you the ultimate decoder ring for your entire life right now, and you must stay firmly anchored to this high frequency until the very end. The emotional pain you experienced was absolutely brutal and deeply unfair. You wondered why you had to endure so much betrayal while others lived easily. The hard truth is that your spirit was being forged in a fiery, heavenly crucible because heaven was testing your capacity to hold an extraordinary amount of blinding light. The shallow world simply thought you were completely broken and defeated, but you were merely being prepared for something much greater. I need you to take one slow breath in and a much slower breath out. Ground yourself entirely in this present moment and listen to my words. The message you are about to hear will permanently alter the trajectory of your existence. Heaven saw a radiant anomaly when they looked down at your difficult life, and they saw a brave cycle breaker who could tear down generational curses with bare hands. Your silence has always made the wrong people feel incredibly uncomfortable and nervous. They could sense the heavy authority radiating from your core without you even speaking. That is exactly why they tried so hard to diminish your beautiful light. They were terrified of the day you would finally realize your own infinite worth, and I am here to loudly declare that this glorious day has officially arrived. The long waiting season has truly felt like an eternal and unfair punishment. You watched heavy doors slam shut in your face over and over again, You felt the terrible sting of rejection from people you completely trusted. But heaven was actually protecting you from toxic rooms you were never meant to enter. They were deliberately isolating your pure energy for a spectacular divine elevation that will completely shock everyone who ever doubted you. Heaven clearly saw the purity of your intentions when everyone else doubted you. They saw how you chose to forgive when you had every right to seek revenge. Your incredible mercy was never a foolish mistake or a sign of being naive. It was a profound demonstration of your elite spiritual rank in the vast universe, and because of that rare purity, a massive reward has been authorized in your name. The vast universe is aligning the cosmos to deliver this message straight to your spirit. This is the final divine warning before the great veil is fully lifted from your eyes. You have carried the heavy burden of being the strong one for far too long. Now it is finally time for heaven to carry you into your newly promised timeline. You are exactly where you are supposed to be, and you simply need to open your heart to receive this incoming blessing. Your entire physical body feels completely exhausted right now. The deep weariness sits heavily in your bones every single day. This daily physical drain is not just from your ordinary tasks or your regular work, but it is a profound spiritual fatigue that normal sleep can never seem to fully cure. You finally lie down, but your anxious mind continues to race through a million different thoughts. The quiet silence of the night brings absolutely no peace to your tired soul. You suddenly wake up at 3 in the morning with a heavy chest. The room is dark and entirely quiet, but your internal world is spinning wildly while you wonder if you are doing something terribly wrong with your life. You silently ask the universe why everything feels so incredibly heavy and difficult lately. You just want to feel normal and happy again. But normal is no longer your assigned destination in this vast universe. The isolation has become almost unbearable for you over the past few months. You look at your phone and realize you have no one to truly talk to. The people you used to laugh with suddenly feel like complete strangers today. You try to force yourself into social situations just to feel somewhat connected again, but the casual conversations feel painfully shallow and deeply exhausting to your divine spirit. You walk away from those interactions feeling much more empty than before you arrived. It feels like you are speaking a completely foreign language that nobody else understands. The crushing loneliness makes you question your own sanity and your own beautiful heart, and you start to believe that you have been permanently cursed by the divine realm. But I need you to completely erase that toxic thought from your mind right now. This intense solitude is absolutely not a punishment for your past mistakes, because heaven is not angry with you, and you have not failed your spiritual test. The extreme isolation you are experiencing is actually a very strict divine protection protocol. The universe is deliberately clearing the crowded room of your current life. The heavy fatigue is simply the physical symptom of a massive, energetic upgrade occurring within you. Your entire nervous system is being rigorously rewired right now to hold a much higher frequency. The old matrix of daily survival and fear is being systematically dismantled inside your brain. This profound biological and spiritual restructuring takes a tremendous amount of your physical energy, and that is exactly why you feel so incredibly tired even after resting quietly all day long. You are literally shedding an old and heavy reality. Before we go any deeper into this revelation, I need you to do something small. Take one deep breath and let that powerful truth settle into your spirit. Tap the like button as an act of agreement with what God just spoke. This simple physical movement creates a strong energy anchor in your current reality, while it clearly signals to the universe that you are fully ready to accept this divine upgrade. You have spent your entire life trying to fit into very small and uncomfortable spaces. You constantly shrunk your aura just to make other insecure people feel comfortable around you. But that painful era of hiding your true bright light is officially over now. The physical discomfort you feel is your soul outgrowing the tight containers of your past, because a magnificent butterfly cannot stay inside the dark cocoon forever without suffering greatly. The sudden headaches and the random waves of intense emotion are very real physical symptoms. They are clear signs that your third eye and your deep intuition are rapidly expanding. You are becoming incredibly sensitive to the hidden energy of every person walking around you, and when someone approaches with bad intentions, your physical body immediately goes into high alert. You literally feel their hidden toxicity deep in your gut. This extreme sensitivity is a brilliant spiritual weapon and not a tragic personal flaw. The universe is tuning your spiritual antennas to perfection so you can detect danger. You no longer have to rely on the lying words falling from their deceptive mouths, because your physical body will instantly tell you everything you need to know about their character. That is exactly why the shallow world suddenly feels so incredibly loud and completely overwhelming. Stop thinking that your current physical exhaustion is a sign of personal failure or weakness. Stop believing the terrible lies that your own anxious mind tells you late at midnight. You are doing profound spiritual work just by existing and surviving each difficult day, while your bright aura is literally clearing dense generational trauma from your entire family bloodline. That kind of heavy lifting is guaranteed to make any strong warrior feel completely drained. You often look back at the people who walked away from you. You replay those painful memories in your tired mind endlessly. You ask yourself why you were not enough for them to simply stay. You wonder if your pure love was somehow deeply flawed or completely broken. But there is a hidden reason why every single one of those relationships had to violently crash and burn. And heaven is finally ready to reveal this secret to your aching heart today. I need you to listen very closely to this profound truth. Those specific people did not leave because your energetic frequency was too low. They ran away because your blinding light was entirely too much for their hidden demons to handle, and they knew they could never control your true divine essence. They were deeply manipulative individuals who thrived entirely on chaos and total control. Your pure spirit was a direct threat to their toxic survival. You gave them chance after chance out of the goodness of your beautiful heart. You constantly compromised your own rigid boundaries just to keep the fragile peace in the room. You foolishly believed that your unconditional love could somehow magically fix their deeply broken souls. But heaven watched this unfair exchange happening and decided to aggressively intervene on your behalf, because your divine mission was entirely too important to be delayed by their selfish games. The sudden betrayal you experienced was absolutely devastating and incredibly painful to endure. You felt like your entire world was completely shattered into a million tiny pieces overnight. But that harsh ending was never a cruel punishment from the universe above. It was the ultimate divine protection protocol being instantly activated to save your precious life. The universe literally stepped in and cut the heavy cords that were slowly dragging your beautiful spirit down into a bottomless pit of endless despair. The universe literally forced those toxic narcissists out of your sacred space. Heaven intentionally made them incredibly uncomfortable around your rising spiritual frequency, so they would finally pack up and leave. If the divine realm had not violently severed those heavy chains, you would have been completely drained of every ounce of your magical life force. Your beautiful energy was the only thing keeping their empty and miserable lives afloat. They needed you desperately, but they simply refused to ever truly value you. This is exactly why your current season of extreme isolation is so incredibly necessary. You are experiencing what the spiritual realm calls divine isolation. You have been temporarily removed from the noisy crowd so you can fully heal your severely damaged nervous system. The universe is heavily guarding your front door right now against any further energetic vampires, and heaven will not allow anyone to enter your life until your boundaries are made of solid steel. Do you remember how totally exhausted you felt when they were still in your life? You were constantly walking on eggshells and desperately trying to predict their next angry mood swing. Your own massive potential was entirely suppressed, just to stroke their incredibly fragile egos. You were completely starving while you were busy serving them an absolute feast of your pure energy. That terrible cycle of continuous abuse and manipulation is officially broken forever. Now look at the quiet peace that surrounds you in your lonely room today. The silence might feel somewhat terrifying at first, because you are so used to their constant dramatic chaos. But this beautiful silence is actually the sound of your deep soul finally exhaling after years of holding its breath. You are no longer responsible for managing their endless emotional storms or carrying the massive weight of their unresolved childhood trauma on your tired shoulders. You are an empath who is finally learning how to build walls of absolute steel. Your past trauma was the harsh training ground that taught you how to quickly identify dangerous energy. The universe allowed you to experience that deep pain so you would never again accept a counterfeit love. You now possess a highly sophisticated radar for manipulation and hidden lies. Nobody can ever use your genuine kindness as a weapon against you again. They thought their cruel departure would completely destroy your entire world forever. They truly believed you would crawl back and beg for their toxic crumbs of affection. But they severely underestimated the sleeping giant residing deep inside your gentle heart. Their harsh rejection was the exact catalyst required to awaken your incredible dormant spiritual power, and they accidentally pushed you straight into the waiting arms of your ultimate divine destiny. Stop mourning the loss of people who only loved you for what you could provide. Stop romanticizing a difficult past that was secretly destroying your bright future. Every closed door was a magnificent blessing, heavily disguised as a painful loss. Heaven deliberately slowed your progress down to ensure those dangerous parasites could never attach themselves to your new timeline. You had to travel this dark road completely alone to realize your own undeniable strength. Take a deep breath and let this powerful realization wash over your entire body. You were never abandoned or casually tossed aside by the universe during your darkest moments. You were carefully hidden away in a secret divine fortress, while the real threats were being systematically neutralized. Your current empty space is simply a massive blank canvas, waiting for true miracles to finally be painted across your beautiful new reality. The silence of the universe has been deafening lately. You have prayed until your voice completely broke. You have begged for a tiny sign of hope. But all you heard was the terrifying echo of your own quiet tears falling. You wonder if heaven has completely forgotten your name. And you feel like your desperate prayers are just hitting a solid brick wall every single night. This long waiting season feels like a cruel and unusual punishment. The days bleed into weeks, and the heavy weeks turn into silent months. You watch other people receive their blessings with absolutely no effort. You see them celebrating while you are still fighting invisible battles alone. But you must understand the deep mechanism behind this frustrating divine silence right now. Heaven is not ignoring your desperate cries for help. The universe is actually executing a massive purification process inside your spirit. A massive blessing requires a completely pure vessel to hold its immense weight. If the universe poured heavy divine wealth into a broken cup, the blessing would instantly leak out and be lost forever. Your fragile container had to be carefully repaired. Think about the toxic habits and the deep fears you still carried. You still harbored hidden doubts about your own magnificent self-worth. You still secretly believed you had to earn love through painful sacrifice. The universe could never deliver your ultimate kingdom connection while those dangerous energetic leaks still existed inside you. The divine delay was an absolute necessity for your survival. If heaven had answered your prayers last year, you would have been destroyed. The people who were still around you would have stolen your massive blessing. They would have drained your new wealth, just like they drained your precious energy. Heaven had to keep your gift completely hidden in the dark. The universe kept you broke and isolated to starve those hungry parasites out of your life. There is a very specific frequency blocking your miracles from arriving. Your brain has been stuck in a deep survival mode for many long years. The constant stress of your past trauma kept your mind in an anxious state. This chaotic frequency acts like a heavy spiritual shield, blocking out divine favor. You cannot manifest a beautiful kingdom reality while your physical body thinks it is constantly under attack. That is exactly why the universe forced you into this extreme stillness. The total isolation was the only way to reset your deeply overloaded nervous system. Your spirit needed this quiet time to finally drop its heavy defensive weapons. The intense purification fire had to burn away every single lie you ever believed about yourself. You are essentially being reborn in the dark silence of the waiting room. This severe testing phase is almost at its absolute end. The spiritual mechanism that blocked your progress is finally being lifted from your path. The heavy chains of your old beta wave survival state are violently breaking apart. You are stepping into a profound frequency of deep spiritual authority and pure magnetism. Your pure energy is now fully calibrated to receive the massive wealth you requested. The dark shadows desperately want you to believe you have been left behind. They whisper cruel lies that your special moment has completely passed you by. They point at your empty hands and mock your unwavering faith in the unseen. But their wicked taunts are just pathetic signs of their own incoming destruction. Heaven has never once been late to deliver a promised miracle to a chosen one. Your unique destiny requires a very different timeline than the ordinary masses. You cannot use a normal calendar to measure a supernatural and magnificent assignment. The immense weight of your future glory requires a deeply structured foundation built in total silence. A cheap house is built in a few quick days for everyone to see. But a grand royal castle takes years of hidden labor below the quiet surface. Do not let the current quietness deceive your brilliant mind. The absolute silence of heaven is actually the loud sound of divine preparation. The spiritual realm is actively moving massive mountains out of your designated path. Angels are battling demonic forces to secure your exact timeline, and every painful delay was simply a heavy boulder being obliterated before you reached it. You are a magnificent cycle breaker who endured the harshest spiritual winter. Your resilience has proven your royal lineage to the highest heavenly courts. The dark forces thought the silent waiting season would completely break your beautiful faith, but instead of giving up, you simply rooted your weary soul much deeper into the undeniable divine truth. You became a towering tree that no wicked storm could ever pull from the ground. Now, I need you to perform a critical physical action. This next step is essential to lock in your newly purified frequency. You must consciously agree with the immense shift happening in your spiritual reality. Type Amen down in the comments to claim this alignment. Let the entire universe know that your long waiting season is officially over and your open hands are finally ready to receive. The dark forces genuinely believed they had completely destroyed you. They laughed at your broken heart and celebrated your painful downfall. They thought their cruel manipulation had permanently extinguished your bright light, and they walked away feeling incredibly victorious about their wicked actions. But they made a fatal miscalculation when they casually left you bleeding in the dirt. They thought your quiet isolation was a clear sign of your ultimate defeat. They assumed you were crying over their absence and begging for their return. But they never understood the terrifying nature of a true chosen one because their minds were too clouded by their own massive arrogance. Your profound silence was the violent sound of your spirit regenerating its magnificent power. Now, the tables have completely turned in the unseen spiritual realm. The heavy karma they desperately tried to avoid is actively hunting them down right now. The universe has officially removed your protective shield from their miserable lives, and without your pure energy to feed their dark spirits, their entire false reality is rapidly crumbling to the ground. They are completely starving today. You can literally feel their intense panic vibrating through the empty ether. They are secretly watching your life from a very safe distance. They frantically search for any small sign that you are still hurting or failing. But all they see is a massive explosion of divine light surrounding your every move, while your beautiful aura grows blindingly bright and completely untouchable. This incredible transformation absolutely terrifies the toxic people from your past. They suddenly realize the massive magnitude of the terrible mistake they made. They thought you were just an ordinary empath they could easily manipulate and discard. They never knew they were casually playing dangerous games with a master of reality, and now the heavy consequences of their profound ignorance are finally arriving. Their own lives are rapidly filling up with intense chaos and endless confusion. Every single door they try to open suddenly slams heavily in their frightened faces. The same universe that is fiercely protecting you is actively dismantling their wicked plans. They desperately want to reach out to you to steal a tiny drop of your new peace, but your spiritual walls are made of impenetrable steel now. You no longer have to lift a single finger to defend your precious honor. The divine realm is publicly fighting every brutal battle on your behalf right now. The people who whispered cruel lies about you are suddenly being exposed to the harsh truth. Their hidden masks are falling off for the entire world to clearly see, while your quiet authority becomes the sharpest weapon you could ever wield. Take a deep breath and feel the immense power of your new timeline. You are a true weapon of light, forged in the darkest possible shadows. The frightened enemy is frantically running around trying to figure out exactly how you survived. They threw their heaviest curses at you and expected you to completely shatter, but their dark magic simply bounced off your pure and untouchable soul. Your current peace is the ultimate revenge against those who wanted you destroyed. You do not harbor any bitter rage or violent anger toward them anymore. You simply view their pathetic existence with a quiet and deeply detached indifference. That pure indifference is the most terrifying thing a wicked narcissist can ever experience, because they literally cannot exist in a world where you do not care. They are forever stuck in the agonizing beta waves of deep survival mode. Their minds are constantly racing with intense fear and terrible regret. Meanwhile, you are floating effortlessly in the high frequency of absolute divine favor. You are a chosen one who successfully broke the heavy generational curse, and the dark realm has officially lost all legal access to your beautiful energy forever. You are entirely invisible to their desperate tracking systems now. When they try to locate your spirit in the astral realm, they only see blinding white light. Heaven has wrapped you in an incredible cloak of supreme spiritual invisibility. They can only sit in the dark and bitterly regret the day they decided to cross your sacred path, while their greatest punishment is simply remembering what they lost. This is the glorious moment your tired soul has been desperately waiting to see. The divine justice you prayed for is finally manifesting in the physical world. You do not need to say a single word to prove your high value to anyone. Your glowing presence alone dictates the heavy atmosphere of any room you enter, and you have become the untouchable master of your own magnificent reality today. Listen closely to the gentle whisper of the universe, guiding your steady steps. You have endured the brutal storm alone and emerged entirely victorious. The dark entities that once tormented your sleep are completely fleeing in absolute terror. Your high vibration is physically painful to their low-density existence, and you are literally burning away their wicked influence with your radiant and pure heart. You are stepping into a profound season of undeniable miracles right now. The heavy fog of confusion has completely lifted from your weary mind, and you suddenly see the repeating numbers 111 everywhere you go. This is not just a random coincidence or a trick of the eye. Your angels are loudly confirming that your massive blessing is already in motion. Do you feel that strange sensation of deep peace today? You wake up, and the crushing anxiety is simply gone from your chest. You look at your difficult life and feel an immense wave of gratitude. That sudden shift is the ultimate proof of your incoming miracle, because the universe always sends a powerful wave of unexplainable peace before the actual blessing arrives. Your intuition has become incredibly sharp over the past few weeks. You instantly know when someone is lying straight to your face, and you no longer second-guess your initial gut feeling about any situation. Heaven has fully upgraded your spiritual radar to protect your new timeline. You are an anomaly who can easily navigate the darkest rooms with absolute total clarity. But I must warn you about a very dangerous trap ahead. This next part is absolutely crucial for your continued spiritual survival. Right before the magnificent dawn breaks, the darkness will make one final desperate attempt to ruin your path, and the enemy always sends a sophisticated counterfeit before your true kingdom connection arrives. You will suddenly hear from toxic people from your painful past. An old lover or a manipulative friend will casually reach out, and they will text you with a fake apology to claim they have changed. They will try to convince you that they desperately miss your beautiful energy. Do not believe a single word that falls from their deceptive and wicked mouths. This sudden reappearance is never a beautiful romantic reunion. It is a highly calculated spiritual test designed by the dark forces. The enemy wants to see if you will willingly return to your old chains, because they want to know if you are truly ready to become the master of reality. If you reply to their toxic message, you will instantly delay your divine elevation. The counterfeit will look incredibly shiny and perfectly safe at first. They will say all the sweet things you always wanted to hear, and they will offer you a cheap imitation of the deep love you truly deserve. But beneath their smooth words lies the exact same poison that almost killed you. Your soul must recognize the dangerous trap hidden behind their charming smiles. A healed person no longer tolerates confusion disguised as pure love. You have worked entirely too hard to rebuild your broken nervous system while you survived the brutal storm alone to become a magnificent weapon of light. Do not trade your hard-earned divine peace for a fleeting moment of familiar chaos. The universe demands that you keep the door permanently locked and bolted. Your silence is the ultimate shield against these desperate dark attacks. When the toxic counterfeit tries to enter your sacred space, you must remain entirely unresponsive, so your absolute indifference will completely shatter their wicked illusions of control. Your protected energy is no longer available for their selfish consumption. Take a deep breath and anchor yourself in this powerful truth. You are completely immune to their pathetic attempts at manipulation now. The real blessing coming your way will not cause you endless confusion, but your true divine alignment will bring a profound sense of absolute security and endless rest. You will never have to beg for basic respect again. The universe is carefully watching how you handle this final test. When you fiercely reject the fake offer, heaven instantly releases the true reward, and you prove that you respect yourself enough to wait for the genuine kingdom connection. That is the exact moment the heavy gates of divine wealth swing wide open for you. The counterfeit was just the final boss you had to easily defeat. Stay highly vigilant and keep your spiritual armor polished and ready. The synchronicities will continue to multiply rapidly in your daily life, and the number 777 will follow you everywhere as a beautiful promise of completion. Trust the quiet voice inside your soul guiding your every steady step. You are completely surrounded by an impenetrable fortress of pure angelic light today. Heaven wants you to firmly stand your ground right now. Do not rush into anything that makes your spirit feel instantly heavy. The divine blessing will arrive softly, like a gentle morning breeze, and it will not force its way through your windows like a destructive hurricane. You have finally learned how to clearly distinguish the beautiful truth from the dangerous lie. You are the brave cycle breaker of your entire bloodline, and you are setting a magnificent new standard for what you will accept in this beautiful life. The dark forces have officially exhausted their entire arsenal of cheap tricks. Your miracle is safely secured and completely untouchable by their dirty hands. The glorious moment of absolute revelation has finally arrived, and the entire universe is completely silent while holding its breath right now. You waited so long in the cold darkness for this exact second. I promised to tell you the ultimate secret heaven kept hidden. Listen carefully as the heavy veil is violently ripped away. You always wondered why you were treated so poorly by people you loved. They looked at your gentle heart and honestly thought you were incredibly weak. They believed you were just a fragile victim they could endlessly abuse. But here is the magnificent truth that will permanently alter your entire existence today, because heaven saw something completely different. When heaven looked down at your broken life, they did not see a sad victim. Heaven saw a towering pillar of raw and blinding divine fire. They saw a magnificent warrior who could absorb massive amounts of darkness and instantly transmute it into pure gold. Your deep empathy was never a tragic flaw or a silly weakness. Your beautiful heart is a highly advanced spiritual weapon of mass illumination. You are the profound anomaly that the dark realm desperately fears. You carry the gentle compassion of an innocent child, but you also possess the fierce spirit of a conquering king. You were completely rejected by the ordinary world. Can you feel the heavy chains completely shattering around your tired feet? The dense beta waves of pure survival mode are officially destroyed. The magnificent frequency of absolute victory is actively coursing through your physical veins right now, and this is the sweet taste of true liberation, replacing your bitter tears. Every single closed door you cried over is now becoming a massive blessing. Every painful tear you shed in secret is actively turning into a literal diamond of spiritual wealth. The universe is throwing open the massive floodgates of generational favor and ultimate peace, while you are stepping into the exact timeline you were born to conquer. Your enemies are watching this spectacular elevation in absolute horror. Your blinding light is physically burning their dark and jealous eyes. You do not even have to speak a single word to them ever again, because your quiet authority completely dominates the entire spiritual atmosphere of this world. They are utterly defeated by your silent grace. You are absolutely no longer the empath who begged to be understood by blind people, because the harsh crucible of your deep pain has beautifully forged you into something else entirely. You are the untouchable master of your brilliant new reality today. Take a deep breath and let this ultimate truth sink into your bones. The massive energetic shift is happening inside your room in this exact second. A heavy crown of pure divine authority is being gently placed upon your weary head. The highest angels are loudly singing your beautiful name in the sacred courts of heaven, and you are finally receiving the magnificent reward for your unwavering faith. The agonizing season of waiting has officially ended forever. The dry desert you walked through has suddenly burst into an endless oasis of divine favor, and every heavy burden is being permanently lifted from your tired shoulders right now. Do you feel that sudden rush of intense heat in your chest today? That beautiful warmth is the undeniable frequency of heaven colliding with your physical body. The pitch-black darkness has completely retreated far behind you. The dawn of the new era is shining its absolute brightest rays onto your spiritual crown, and you are completely overflowing with an incredible joy that nothing can steal. But you must actively lock in this glorious new frequency right now, The dark enemy will desperately try to make you doubt this magnificent revelation the second you walk away. You must build a permanent shield of divine energy around your glowing aura, so you need to perform a physical action to completely seal this beautiful reality. The vast universe is eagerly waiting for your final physical command today. Let this euphoric energy completely consume your tired bones and instantly turn them to solid steel. You have fought the hardest spiritual battles and emerged entirely victorious. So now it is time to publicly claim your magnificent and rightful throne. This is the exact moment your entire destiny changes forever. Do not let this massive blessing quietly slip through your open fingers. Breathe the pure light deep into your lungs and prepare to anchor your soul, because you are finally ready to officially accept the highest assignment heaven has ever delivered. You are stepping into a brand new world today. The heavy chains of your painful past are completely shattered on the floor. You survived the brutal storm completely alone when nobody else came to help you. And now you have finally become the untouchable master of your own magnificent reality, while the entire world quietly watches in absolute awe. Your powerful energy demands absolute respect without a single word spoken. The shallow people who walked away from you will slowly realize their massive mistake. But their deep regret will not matter to your peaceful soul anymore. You have completely detached from their toxic frequency forever. The vast universe is actively pouring profound divine wealth into your newly purified timeline, because heaven always honors a truly faithful heart. You are the definitive break in your generational bloodline. Future generations of your family will deeply thank you for your incredible sacrifice. You chose to fight the invisible demons, so your children would never have to suffer. That is the true mark of a magnificent spiritual warrior. The heavenly courts have officially recognized your pure heart and your absolute resilience today, and they are preparing a massive feast in your honor. Your new crown is incredibly heavy and beautiful. Walk perfectly tall with your shoulders pulled back in pure confidence. Do not ever shrink yourself to make insecure people feel comfortable around your blinding light, because you were specifically designed to illuminate the deepest shadows of this world. The world desperately needs the exact unique frequency you carry inside your chest. You are an anomaly who was born to completely disrupt the sleepy matrix. The darkness trembles when you simply wake up. The divine wealth you were promised is flowing effortlessly into your timeline right now. This is not just about physical money or temporary material success. This is about absolute spiritual freedom and profound peace that nothing can ever destroy, while your tired soul finally learns how to rest in the arms of the universe. You will wake up every single morning with a deep sense of total security. The constant anxiety is permanently erased. You no longer have to beg for basic human decency or tiny drops of affection. You are completely overflowing with divine love from the highest possible source. People will naturally gravitate toward your healing energy because you radiate pure truth, and your magnetic aura will effortlessly attract the most genuine connections into your life. But you will instantly know exactly who deserves a seat at your new royal table. Your boundaries are made of solid steel. Heaven deliberately chose you because they knew you would never surrender the fight. When the brutal attacks multiplied from every single direction, you simply rooted your tired feet much deeper into the ground instead of running away in fear. You took every cruel stone they threw and built a magnificent fortress of solitude. That incredible strength is exactly why you are being so heavily rewarded today. The toxic narcissists who tried to bury you did not realize you were a seed. They pushed you deep into the dark dirt and expected you to completely rot. But the divine realm watered your broken soul with endless grace and profound mercy, allowing your beautiful spirit to heal in complete secrecy away from their envious eyes. You sprouted in the absolute darkness and violently broke through the hard soil. You have blossomed into a towering tree of life. The universe demands that you step firmly into your quiet authority today. Stop hiding your brilliant light behind a mask of false humility. You are allowed to be incredibly powerful and deeply loved at the exact same time, and you no longer have to choose between your profound strength and your gentle heart. The world needs to see exactly what a healed, chosen one looks like in full glory. You are the ultimate living proof of divine justice. I have spent many hours in deep prayer, fighting spiritual battles to deliver this message. I stood in the heavy gap to ensure this frequency reached your tired spirit safely. Do not let this sacred moment quietly pass you by without a firm declaration. You must loudly claim this magnificent alignment before the enemy tries to steal your joy, because your verbal agreement is the final key to opening the golden door. Type Amen down in the comments to permanently seal this new reality. If this fiery message has reignited the powerful faith inside your tired soul, do not keep this great blessing entirely to yourself. There is a broken soul out there bleeding in the dark of deep despair. They desperately need a strong guiding light to survive another painful night. You can be the exact miracle that saves their life today. Share this message to activate the anointing and multiply your own blessing. Sowing the seed of hope today is multiplying the massive blessing for yourself tomorrow. God is watching your physical response in this exact beautiful second. Prove your hands are completely open to receive by supporting this ministry through the KOFI link in the description. Sow a precious seed today. Walk in absolute peace because you have finally won the war.